Earlier on the news, we told you that the Abia State government has promised to bring to book those who are actually responsible for the killing of our 5 military personnel in Aba, placing a 25 million naira bounty on information that would lead to the arrest of these perpetrators. And to help us understand this better, I'm being joined by Poli C. Ezumoha, who is a politician. Thank you so much, Mr. Ezumoha, for joining us on the news.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Of course, it's nice to have you around. So, what do you make of this latest killing of soldiers and in Abia State? Of course, we're still trying to move away from what happened in Delta State, where about 17 soldiers were killed in a community in Okoma. Now we have another case in our hands, and this trend seems to be building up. What does it mean?
First of all, let me convey my condolences to the families of the slain soldiers, as well as the military formation. And I will request that the God Almighty reposes their soul. Actually, no death is can be justified by any means whatever. The death of these military young men, I can say their deaths were unwarranted. There's nothing that can justify them. So I really, extend my condolences to the families of the deceased. Well, the fact remains that so many killings in the land, in the country. A lot of things are not really, making up. And I believe that it's time for government to think beyond the immediate environment to find out the immediate causes of all these killings. And also, listen to ways of proactively stopping those killings from continuing. I'm not really happy each time I hear that soldiers were killed in Delta State, soldiers were killed in Abia State, or killing of anybody at all, either through herdsmen or through kidnapping, or whichever way that it came. I have never been very happy, hearing such a news. But again, we have to actually look at the remote causes of like I said, no death is justifiable. No killing of innocent men and women should be justified by any means whatsoever. But people, the government, look inwards to know exactly what to do, what are the causes, what should be done proactively to prevent these unnecessary killings.
Okay, so I'd like to find out now, according to reports, these troops were actually deployed to the area to maintain peace and order. But then one would think that that would be the prerogative of the police within a community. So what happened in Okoma was almost, let's say it's similar to this. When it comes to ensuring peace and tranquility within a community or a particular area, shouldn't that be the job of the police department? Why deploy soldiers to areas like that? Or maybe there's more to this that we need to understand.
I wouldn't know what actually happened, whether there were deployment or whether there was deployment of soldiers purposely in that area or to that area for the purpose of keeping peace. But what we see around is, in the East particularly, is that you have a whole number of checkpoints manned by both the police and the military. Every 2 kilometers, every 1 kilometer, you get such military checkpoints or police checkpoints. And it could be the case that perhaps it's an existing checkpoint. I wouldn't know the particular location in the where this happened. It could be one of the checkpoints where we notice where we see these men in uniform, trying to conduct their activities or do their jobs. But again, like I said, that would whether they were sent there for peacekeeping or they were sent there for their normal routines, whether it's the job of the police to do that or whether any other security agency can be sent in such duties. I don't think that is normal. It's it's justifiable for such people to be hacked to death. But like as I was saying, there are causes. There are cause effects of most of these activities, and most of these activities and killings, the consequent killings, and people should be able to hold the government, responsible for them. For myself, I will be holding the government responsible for whatever reason that has happened. Because if the government had done what is expected of them, I don't think that we should be talking about these killings, whether it is in Delta or whether it's in Imo, Abia or Plateau or wherever it is. The government should bear the responsibility. That is my take on that.
Ezumoha, a Nigerian politician, thank you so much for your contribution.
It's my pleasure.